Hello everyone, this is the Urban Entrepreneurship Practicum. My name is David Tarver and I am your instructor for this course. So welcome to the course. The subject of urban entrepreneurship is near and dear to me, and I look forward to exploring the possibilities with you this semester. I originated this course and started teaching it back in 2015, and every semester we seem to find new and more interesting possibilities for urban entrepreneurship. So let's start by talking about what the Urban Entrepreneurship Practicum is all about. In a nutshell, the Urban Entrepreneurship Practicum is about applying entrepreneurial innovation to improve the quality of life in cities and towns and metropolitan communities. Now, many people don't recognize that the world is mostly urban. Think about that. In fact, as of 2019, 55% of the people in the world lived in an urban community. And that percentage is projected to grow to 70% by the year 2050. The United States is already 80% urban. So you can see why it's important to address the quality of life in urban communities. That's where most of us human beings live. I grew up in the now infamous city of Flint, Michigan. Infamous, by the way, because of the water crisis that occurred a few years ago. And anyway, that city helped shape many of my views about entrepreneurship and urban life and business and technology. So given my experiences in Flint, I can testify personally to the power of entrepreneurship to determine the quality of life in an urban community. During my formative years, Flint, Michigan was a boom town. People find it hard to believe that Flint in those days had the second highest per capita income in the United States. Now, this picture I'm showing is from a 1955 parade down the main street in Flint that heralded the building of the 50 millionth General Motors automobile. The massive Buick City manufacturing complex in Flint was a source of jobs and economic progress. Cars went out and money came in. In a nutshell, that was the business model. The economic and social opportunities in Flint helped fuel my ambition and my academic success, which landed me in the College of Engineering at the University of Michigan. That's me back quite a few years ago with quite a bit more hair. Several years later, while working in New Jersey, I started my own electronics manufacturing company, and several years after that, I sold the company. So I experienced entrepreneurship personally, being an entrepreneur, selling a product in the United States and in fact around the world. But upon returning to Flint, this is what I found. I found that in the 1990s, Buick City was reduced to rubble. The once mighty city of Flint, shorn of innovators and entrepreneurs and the jobs they created, fell on hard times. Today, the city struggles with a lack of industry driven by a lack of innovation and investment. Despite the situation in Flint and in many other towns, entrepreneurs continue to make important contributions to urban quality of life. We need more such innovation and development. I saw several examples of such innovation during a recent trip to New York City. I rode in an Uber, to be sure, but I also saw a new ride-sharing service powered completely by electric vehicles. I saw how electric bikes have pretty much become the mainstay of the food delivery industry in New York. I saw that microelectric mobility is huge in New York, as evidenced by this UPS delivery bicycle. And riding the subway got a whole lot more convenient with the introduction of electronic payment systems. You can now pay for the subway using your phone or your watch or even your Fitbit. And I'm so happy to be rid of tokens and fare cards and all those kinds of things that we used to have to use to get on the subway. And one of my favorite urban innovations is the little cupcakes supplied at Baked by Melissa. They give a little burst of energy and joy to New York pedestrians. And whenever I walk by one of these shops, I find it hard to resist one of these little $1 cupcakes. Now, we've worked with quite a few urban-focused businesses in this class over the years, and you'll be adding to the list during this semester. Here are a few of the businesses that we have worked with. Samaritan, which was started by a U of M grad by the name of Jonathan Kumar, the business is in Seattle, provides a unique for-profit platform for re-engaging homeless people with services and reconnecting them with their families and their communities. Macintorch Africa in Accra, Ghana, makes consumer goods from recycled plastic to raise awareness about the harms of plastic waste. The founders of the Lab Drawer, Alicia and Deidre, in Detroit, provide STEAM, and that's STEM plus the arts, experience kits to transform the lives of young people in underserved communities. So now that you know a little about me and a little bit about the course, I'd like to know a little bit about you. And we're going to start that process with the homework assignment for this week, but we're also going to be getting together soon, and I look forward to our first in-person meeting. In the meantime, please complete the following icebreaker quiz. Since we're not meeting in person, your completion of the quiz counts toward your Session 1 participation score. So don't worry about getting an answer wrong on the quiz. You'll get full credit just by completing it. So again, I look forward to seeing you in our first in-person session.